Hey, it's Adam here, and I've been changing oil since I was 8. My dad taught me on this actual socket set right here over 40 years ago. I've been turning a manual wrench ever since then, and then just recently I met these. Where have they been my whole life? These are ratchets, okay? They are not impact wrenches. If you've got a tough bolt, these are not going to break them loose. Two ecosystems, Ryobi, Hyper Tough. Which one belongs in your garage? So with the Hyper Tough, they have it in the standard and the extended reach version. It really comes down to what do you want to feel in your hand and what do you have access to when you're working on your car or your bike or something in your house. One of the things that's a really big deal for me is how easy does the socket go on and off, because I don't want to have to wrestle this thing, right? And I don't want it falling off when I'm running in the engine bay. And so when I look at each one of these, like that's a nice little tension right there. Hyper Tough, how are we doing? That's good also. I like that. Okay, so the first thing that I learned with these is you have to have an extension kit if you want to use them. Ryobi even includes one built into its tool. And the reason it does this is because when you're using it, this part can hit with another part that you're working on. So you can slap the extension on, puts that space between you and whatever you're working on. This one's not as bad in its stock form with the stock battery, but once you slap on the extended 4 amp hour battery, then you've got a little bit more depth that you need to worry about. This is probably the socket attachment I use the most, 6-inch one. It's probably the one that I ended up using the most. When things got tight, I would just pop on this little 2 or 3-inch one right here. But you're definitely gonna need an extension when you're working with any of these models. Okay, form factor. So like I mentioned, Hyper Tough has this regular and this extended reach. And honestly, if I were to pick one, I would go for the extended reach, because there were times that I actually needed this one wouldn't reach, even with the extension on it, and I needed to get to something easily. This is the one that I would go for. This one sits kind of comfortably in between the two of them. I didn't really have a problem with this one as much. The thing that I had struggled with the most on this was this battery hitting. So as far as length and reach, you can see it's only about 1 inch or so. Downside to this is a lot heavier. So if you're working on your car all day, you're gonna start to feel this one a lot sooner. All right, battery ecosystem. The Hyper Tough uses these 12-volt batteries, and quite honestly, a little tougher to get out. And it's tough to figure out which way to line it up to get it in. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't know why they did that. I've had a couple tools like that. You can get these batteries for very cheap at Walmart. Especially compared to the Ryobi one. But man, it comes with a phone charger, and it just doesn't feel like a tool that way. Like you're twisting some of the bolts. Like, look at that. That's kind of, I don't like that. Like, I'm so happy with the Ryobi when I've got the, when I need to charge it, I got to charge it like this. I slap it down. It's got this nice big display on the front, and it tells me when the battery's done. If I let the sockets sit for a while before using them, they come back, they still have a full charge when I plug them back in, so they're not draining. Okay, the forward reverse switch. All right, this is a really big deal. Maybe one of the biggest pains when you're working on a car. You got to pull it down. If you get the socket on, you're going the wrong way. You got to pull it off. You got to turn the switch. I know there's supposed to be an easy way to remember which way the switch is going. I can never do that. And these are painted black. Okay, so it's hard to see when you're working in an engine bay which one's which. But this Ryobi has a little LED light that turns on when you activate it, so you can actually see which way it's spinning. Now, fortunately, most of these have a manual mode, so that when you twist it, if you're not pulling the trigger, you're okay. You can loosen it with that. And it's not just cars. I use it inside the house too. This is a hex key set, right, with a computer chair. I could just slap it on, drive it in, and be done. This one's a little louder. This one's much more quiet. I actually like the sound of the Hyper Tough better. I found both of these really convenient to work on the cars, and I think over time I'll get used to the torque and how much I have to twist it and not use a manual. Like having this huge handle. When you're tightening the bolt, like this one's 35 foot-pounds of torque, this is 40 foot-pounds of torque. It's easy to over torque small bolts. Okay, so here's my opinion. If you have the Ryobi 18 volt system already, wait for it to go on sale, buy the battery, get the free tool. I think it's a no-brainer. I like it a lot. If it's not on sale or you don't have the Ryobi system, pick one of these. These are definitely the ones that I would recommend a first-time homeowner go out and get. Again, I would like this extended reach. You're not gonna go wrong with either of these. You pick the one that's right for you. I actually have a new video dropping soon on Hyper Tough versus Ryobi on the drills. This is 20 volt, 18 volt. Click the subscribe so you don't miss that. New videos every week. This has been Adam. Until next time, I'll see you.